What's up, everybody? This is DTM Delta Tango Mike. It is Wednesday, so we are going to go live and stream and talk about art and draw. Part of what I'm going to be doing today is on the agenda there, poster design of the world we call the Sketchyverse. So, character and world building, the Sketchyverse. That's what's happening tonight. I'm also going to take a quick look at my marker case. I just got it in the mail today. I'm pretty excited about it. It's super cool looking, so I wanted to share that a little bit. We are live everywhere: Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Behance, and YouTube. So find me anywhere and drop a comment, drop a like, let us know how we're doing. Join us in the comments in the chat here on Behance. We have Gareth, Odari, and SLP Price 422. That is aka Bree. And on the Discord, we got Bree, Gareth, Odari, and Tom the Rock. So the link to the Discord is in the description of the video. Just go ahead and click it, join us. It's free. Come and hang out. There's some cool art being shared, cool work in progress, and updates on many different types of things that everyone is doing. My face is so bright. I think it's a lot of light. I need to have this much light. Yeah, it's a little bit better. Ooh, that one was hot. Anyways, I want to go ahead and get started with Bree's intro. Hold on 1 second. Here it goes. Boom.
What are we gonna do today, Dan? We're gonna take over the world, one drawing at a time. Back to you, Dan.
Yeah. Yeah. That is hardcore. That is Bree right there with the intro. And the question is, what are we going to do today? We're going to take over the world one drawing at a time. And as we get started on that, let me go ahead and share my overhead camera. Let me see. Boom, there it is. It's right there, but I'm going to go ahead and let that take over. Some sound effects. Yes, why not? Whatever it is, this is my desk. There goes my keyboard for managing the stream. Let me go ahead and set it to the side over there. Goodbye. This is the iPad. I'm going to bring that on a little while. So let me move some of this stuff out the way. Check this out, right? So I got this this lunchbox. Found it in Fort Lauderdale. And super cool. So what I decided to do with it is to put my stickers in. The stickers, my markers in it. And I did that just because I really didn't have a case to put them in. Then I bought a case, and I didn't like that case. Well, the case is not big enough. It's a big case, but it's still not big enough for the markers. So because I have a lot of markers. There we go. And camera case. So these are the Chart Pack AD markers set. That AD markers. What's the company called? AD markers. AD markers is the name of the company. Chart Pack. I don't know. It says Chart Pack and AD markers. In any case, they sent me 60 markers to draw with this year, and I'm going to do that. But I also have. Oh, yeah, reach back here. This I already had some of those kind of markers. And so when I got this 80, I think this is an 80. Some of the markers that I already had that are the same brand started to take over the whole box. So I decided to go ahead and buy another case. So this is the case that I just got. Boom! It's like a big old suitcase thing, and when you open it, it has some Velcro. But then it has like all these different sections where you can put your markers. And it fits 120 markers. So I'm not going to do this live, but what I want to do is grab my markers and put them in an order of some kind. But just for fun right now, what I'm going to do, look, I'm going to grab my markers and I'm gonna stick them in here. So I'm just gonna test out the fact that it works. Let's see there. Boom, bam. Yeah. I like that. What I want to do though is put them in the proper order because there's an order by which I'm going to be drawing with markers every month. So the month of January was with the gray markers, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are back here. There it is, right there, and they're moving on me. Don't move. There it is. So these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 markers, the gray markers for the month of January, and I already got February, March, April, May, and so I need to organize these other ones into the rest of the months. And so once I organize them into the rest of the months, then I'll have everything set the way I want to. But at the same time, I also want to make sure that I still have room for the markers that I already have. So this is going to be my special chart pack AD markers case. And I thought it was like a boxy case, but it's not. It's like it's not like a box. It's more like a wide open, and it has the where the markers go right there. Look at that. That's super cool. It's nice. It was only like $30 from Amazon. I am going to draw on it and paint on it. So stay tuned for some of these live streams where I am actually drawing and painting with my markers. Yeah, so we're gonna be doing some traditional art, And then when I was downstairs in my basement looking through for my stuff, what's up? Dari, Monica, Gareth joining us on the Behance chat. And what up, CJ made it through here on Discord. When I was downstairs, I was looking for these other set of markers. I can't find them. I think it's in a box. And so I was like, you know what? There's my other case. So this little case I bought from Amazon. It came with 88 markers and one blender. They're the cheapy knockoff. Um, uh, what are the official markers? Copics. I have some real Copics. These are my Copic markers. These are the classic Copic. But I saw this set and I was like, wow, this is cool. And so I got this set. Nah, they don't smell. They don't smell. Let me see. Do they smell? They smell fruity. I don't know why. I know these are stinky. Like they're real stinky. In any case, I saw my case and while I was waiting for this case to arrive, I was expecting that case that showed up to be similar to this, where even if it had the sections, the markers would all be standing up inside a case like this. Now I can go ahead, shut this, but that I don't like that they move around too much. So, anyways, I'm just sitting here playing with my markers. What do you do with your art materials besides using them? You have to use them, And I draw a lot, I want to. I draw a lot digital, and I want to draw with some traditional materials every now and then, just for fun. Just for fun because we have it. I know, well, at least I have it. I have this stuff, and so you should not let your art materials go to waste. Okay, so I'm making room now because we're done with this, and that was cool. I was also talking about the monies and the do-it-yourself Funko Pop. So there it is. This is the Funko Pop that I had already bought this one. I think I bought this one at the store. It is the female, and let's see if we can see that better. It's still too bright. There's so much light in here. It's crazy. And so it's not helpful. In any case, it's cool. I ordered one of these and male. I thought I had the male, but I have the female. And then I ordered on Amazon a male and a female because I'm gonna draw some Skullies. We're gonna put a Skully on this one. We're gonna make it a Skully, and with the help of Gareth, I'm gonna figure out some 3D stuff so I can make some 3D things and dress them up. Yeah, make my own. Make my own. Okay, last thing, and then before I get to drawing. If you want a POAP, the link is in the description of the video, so get your POAP. Last thing is over here. Where'd they go? Here they are. I sent Odari and Tom a picture of this. Well, this guy goes like that. Bam. So we got the Run DMC and Jam Master J right here and the Funko Pop. So a few weeks ago, a couple months ago, I bought the Jam Master J, and when I was looking on Amazon, I was like, you know what? Why don't I get the other? That's it. So now I got them all three, and that what? I ain't playing no games. Uh, you- that is Tom right there. That's right. We ain't playing around. We for real together forever. And then I already had Easy E, so that was super cool. You know, I'm starting to add my hip hop collection here. So my hip hop Funko Pop, hip hop Funko Pop, hip Funko Pop. I don't know. I'm calling it something. Whatever it is. It's just for fun. Right now, until I have the bookshelf the way I want it in the basement, they're gonna stay in the box. If I get a chance to take them out of the box, I need to find a way to save the box for later. So I don't know. They might stay in the box, but I'll take them out of the box every now and then so I can play with them. Yeah, yeah, they're my action figures, you know. Yeah, have them perform a concert. I can play some music, and then have the music playing while you're looking at the Run DMC setup, you know, or play some Easy E and stuff, you know, something like that. I don't know. Figure have some fun with them. Anyway, so that's the collection that I have now. I can turn off one of the right, man. Yeah, that's cool. I don't need that one. I got lots of lights. Mm, there. That's okay. Cool, cool, cool. What up, everybody? Danette in the house. Appreciate you stopping through. Get your POAPs, get your POAPs, get your POAPs. There's not that many POAPs to go around, so go ahead and get on it. All right, so tonight I'm going to work a little bit on this drawing for an hour. I'm going to give myself until 8 o'clock to work on the Sketchyverse world building illustration, aka poster, whatever you want to call it. And so let's go ahead and get our artwork together. What are you working on and why? Go ahead and answer the question in the comments here in the chat and let me know what you're working on, what's going on with you. And if you want to share a link to your latest project in Behance or your Instagram or Twitter, please do so. Go ahead, drop it in there and join the conversation. All right, so let's go ahead and select this poster, Sketchyverse. Bam. So if you were around a few months ago, few weeks ago, I don't know how long it has been, when I worked on this poster in Sketchable. I was working in Sketchable on the surface, and I created this poster. And so now I'm sitting here and I'm ready to go ahead and make this poster a reality. So I've been doing a lot of adjustments, and so far I got one character mostly done here. As you can see, I have a layer for the head, a layer for the torso, and then a few layers for the legs and that big belt. And I like to use different layers sometimes because it's easier to just draw and then clean up afterwards. As for the torso, excuse me, as for the torso, I have a couple of things that I need to finish right here, so I can always like add a new layer, then go around like this, boom, boom, bam, yep, and then get the eraser, and then erase. Now, this is a simple process that I like to use when I'm drawing. Digital makes it so easy, right, to just do stuff. And if my line crosses another line, I don't have to worry about not touching the line I want to keep while I'm erasing a line that I don't want. I don't have to worry about that because I can just sit there and erase. And as I erase, it goes over other lines that are on a different layer. That's why we use layers. So there's that. Boom. So now I can bring that down, merge it down into the torso layer, and there it is. It's together now. All together now. And so here's the belt. And I like adding belts and buckles and pouches. And so there's the belt. And so this belt, this part needs to get erased, right? And just like that, little by little, build it out. What up, what up? What's up, Clarence? How you doing? Clarence is joining us from LinkedIn. Word, word, word. I think Clarence every time I think about BattleBots. Anybody know about BattleBots? Man, I recently found the Reddit for BattleBots, and I used to watch that on TV. I forget how I even started watching it. Like how to, because you can't find it on TV now. In any case, Clarence is all about robotics and technology. So what I'm doing is cleaning up some of these elements and pieces because they're supposed to not overlap and mix in. They're supposed to kind of be one in front of the other. So like right here, this pouches is showing through that pencil. So I need to erase the part of the pouch that's supposed to be behind the pencil. And bam, I got 3 layers right there. I got the layer for the belt, a layer for the pouches, and a layer. Oh, the belt has the pencil. So there it is. Yeah, that's 2 layers. One, two. The third one is the leg. Boom. There it is. The leg is down there. So let's touch that. And there it is. So there, I grab the marker and I can make my line right here. Boom, there it is. And nice. Yes, yes, yes. And if you were around yesterday, then you were there when we were exploring the Adobe Illustrator on the iPad and the vector brushes, which is super cool and amazing. And I'm still very partial to Fresco because of what you can do in Fresco. But some of these things you're able to do them in Adobe Illustrator. So slowly we're going to start moving into Adobe Illustrator territory with some of these illustrations. I just wish there was a way to sync your documents between Illustrator and Fresco just as you can between Photoshop and Fresco. So come on, Adobe, make it happen, please. Thank you. Please and thank you. Okay, so let's do this other leg. Then I'm gonna do the second leg. So that's the left leg in the front. The back leg is on the right. And what I've been doing is kinda making the size of the character a little smaller. And so this is just my creative process when it comes to vector brushes, layers, and Adobe Fresco. Now, the world building part is something that has been ongoing here on these live streams as I work through this artwork. And let me tell you, it's super exciting to kind of come up with some concepts, and it's super boring to make sure those concepts look right. Because I sit there and we talk, and it's great, and then I was like, man, now I got to do the drawings. And so one of the things that we have discussed is the sketchies. They're part of this thing called the Sketchyverse. The sketchies exist in the Sketchyverse. And when I first drew this, I wrote Sketch City, but it's really the. I'm just kind of drawing this now. Fun. Sketchyverse. Boom. Bam. We're making this a reality little by little. And so this is the Sketchiverse. Creation versus destruction is still there. And when I was coming out with this idea, it was just for fun, just something off the top of my head. But the more we talk about it, the more I share these ideas, the more input that I get from some of these conversations. And it's starting to feel like this could be a comic book, this could be a mobile game, it could be anything and whatever we feel like doing, and I'm all for it. I think I'm ready. I'm down. I'm down for that. So that's what you're seeing right now. And when it comes to world building, you want to know who, what, when, where, why, all of these things, and so just throw any idea out there, see how it sounds, see how it feels, And as time goes on, you start seeing the idea come in clearer and clearer. And that's what's happened here. Like slowly, I just kind of one day drew a guy with a sketchbook on his head, and I called him Sketching. There's an artist who does a sketching stream every Monday at 9:30 p.m. His name is Johnny Jalapi. He is a car builder, a hot rod car builder who draws hot rods. And so he calls his sessions sketchy sessions. And so it's very common to use the word sketchy, including the app that I use on Mondays called Sketchable. And Johnny uses that Sketchable app also. That's how I found him. I came across his work. I'm not gonna call you what? Said the Tommy. Why? Tommy? Oh, because I'm using the word sketchy as sketchable and sketchy, and so you should be Tommy. I should call you Tommy. Is anybody? That's, oh, the way. Oh, yeah. That yes, people will say Danny, and I'm like, I have never. Yeah, I'm like, I have never introduced myself as a Danny. Where? How? Who gave you permission to call me that? That is crazy. Yeah, man. Yeah. hmm Never. I don't never introduce myself as Danny, but yeah, people will do it. But and so I guess sketchy is like that, huh? It's like a short version of whatever the whole name could be. Hmm. But that's also what we call sketching. So I guess the word is sketching, and the short version is sketchy. And that's what you're saying. I get it. I get it. Because that's yeah, right. It's slang. Right. That's the nickname. Instead of saying sketching or sketch or sketchable, you say sketchy. I get it. I get it. And so that's why a lot of us use the word sketchy. And so I call this the Sketchyverse. I also call it sketchy, but huh? Sketchy means to splash. What? Wow. All right, splash. Sketchy. Wow. Splash. This is 1805. Okay, that's good. So finding definitions and it helps you understand the dynamic, the meaning, the spirit of the word and what it stands for. I like that. That's mm. Crispy. All right. Yeah, I guess so. I guess it's like in Spanish they say nombre de pila. Escrito, escricito. Okay. Oh, that's yeah. Okay. Yes, and a lot of times in Spanish you add ito or something like that to some version of that to a word or a noun, and like casita, un poquito, and so that there's like and that's what I was going to mention. So it's in Spanish we like to say that's a nombre de pila. So it's not like your real name, but it's a version of your name. And Mm-hmm. 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 And it is true. That is unfinished work. That's right. It's but it's the beginning. We like to look at it as artists. We like to look at it as the beginning of the work. And so this background is a sketch. It's a little bit more than a sketch, but it's technically a sketch. It's a rough draft of the idea that I have in mind. And let me go ahead and turn off all these. There it is. Dang. So there we go. We're really going way back in time with some of these terms, and that's it. So that's good. I like that. I'm gonna have to keep a track of everything you just said and add that to my website for the Sketchyverse. It's coming. I just need more time to finish it, but it's coming. Where you can read all, and understand all about the Sketchyverse, the sketchies, the sketchy characters, and the villains. That we have villains. And if you want to know more about it right now, you can go to my Behance portfolio. You get to see the Sketchyverse project, and you can read up a little bit about what I have already put together. So I'm going to have to add some of that history into it, Tom. Thank you very much. That's great. That's good. Really, really, really good. There you go. So here is the sketch of the Sketchyverse in Adobe Fresco. It's a rough draft of the idea. Now, as I work through it and start working through the different layers and adding details to the characters, I'm also adjusting the characters. I'm also adjusting the size, adjusting some of the gear they have, and even adjust the idea of this world. What is this world about? What's going on here? Who are these characters? Why they, what are they about? What are their lives like? What do they like? Who, what, when, where, why? Why do they even exist? And so, little by little, as part of the poster design, you want to kind of tell the story of it. And if you want to know more about world building, check out Tamika the artist. She has a subscription service here on Behance where she takes you through the process of figuring out how do you create your character, how do you make your character flesh out who they are and what they do, and where do they live, because they have to live somewhere. Bam. So here we go. Yeah, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. Whew. Get with. That's right. Oh yeah, we have another person for that. More on poster design and illustration of characters. We have Odari. Odari Art here on Behance. He has a subscription also. I am subscribed to Odari. And he takes you through the process of working on a poster, developing your characters, so that when you're looking at the poster, looking at your characters, you get a sense and idea about what's going on. And that's really, that's the fundamental of illustration and design, right? You have to be able to tell what's going on and what's happening. Very good. Thank you, Tom, for that. Yes, yes. And Odari just posted the Valentine's poster on Discord. So check us out on the Discord channel. And you can take a look at everybody else's work in progress, but most directing your attention to Odari's poster that he just posted. He posted that earlier today. So there we go. Right now, I'm working on my character little by little. I'm just adding a couple of details. And I go crazy with details. I was looking at this other artist's work today, and I was like, oh man, it's so clean. And yeah, this artist added details with shading and colors and uh, very minimal lines. And I always want to draw like that one day. And I keep saying that, and I never do it. And I'm okay. I'm okay with what I draw and how I draw, but I'm always looking for that edge. So, in any case, this is my process right here. I got the shoulder in front. We're gonna do the Sketchyverse skull here. The Sketchyverse has a skull. There's a skull for everything. If you're Mexican, then you draw skulls all the time. And if you're not Mexican, you still draw skulls. But we Mexicans really like to draw. Pencil. Bam, got it. Go right there. Boom, got that. Nice. Boom, boom, boom. Let's do it. Done. Done, son. Cool. And so now I'm going to draw a pencil. So let me go ahead and make a new layer. And I'm going to draw a double, what do you call it? Double pointed pencil. That's the idea. What up, what up, what up? All right, boom, boom, boom. Let's go ahead and click it. Just make a line. El doble lápiz, sí. That's right. That's right. So what's supposed to happen? Let me see if I have that option turned on. Input, touch, long press. No, that's the eyedropper. I don't want that. Snap line. There it is. Turn that on. Make sure your snap line is on. You go through input in your settings right there. App settings. There we go. Got it. And so what you do when that snap line is on, you draw a line pretty fast. Just go ahead and draw it fast. And once you finish that line, you stop and hold the pencil there. Boom, there it is, got it. And then you draw another line, all right, and you hold it and wait, and then it turns into a straight line, got it. And now I think it's Procreate. I think Procreate had that already. Huh? Yeah, they added that not too long ago. I think Clip Studio Paint may also do that. That's a very popular thing to do with digital in digital, especially, and it's cool because you want to do some straight lines sometimes. You know, you do have the option of using a ruler. There goes the ruler, so you can do some straight lines if you wanted to. Yeah, it's kind of weird. But behind that ruler, there's also the circle, the square, and a polygon. What's a polygon? A triangle? What about that? Oh, they got more. Oh, there's more behind here. Polygon, polygon. Oh, so you add size to it. Interesting. I never really thought about it. I don't use these tools, so I don't know. Oh, Dari is answering the streamer announcement question. What are you working on and why? And he says, to answer the streamer announcement, I'm still working on my Star Wars poster and sketching characters for the Moonstone Project. What is the Moonstone Project? Why? Because I'm an artist. Whoa. Yeah, so check it out. Dari, he streams on Saturdays at 10 a.m. and on Fridays in the evening afternoon. So check him out. And then he did mention this to me through text earlier today. The book of Boba sketch coming soon. Odari Lorian lives in Star Wars. So go find him there. All right, bam, there we go. Just a bit of the pencil lines. The pencil is going through my character's hands, sketchy. I can make an adjustment. I'm gonna adjust that pencil. Yes, we got. I don't like that. That line either. That. Bam. And I can, since I have that pencil in a layer by itself, I can modify the angle by turning on the transform tool and then moving the pencil a little bit. Got it. It's done. Let's go ahead and fix the hands. And got fingers. Like it. I like that hand up there. Very good. Let's add this there. A little bit of the hand, the finger wrapping around the pencil. If you're working on a project, do tell us about it. Share it out here with the rest of Behance and drop it in the chat. Let us know what you're working on, what's going on with you. Okay, so I'm gonna select the layer for the pencil again, grab the eraser, and now I can erase little pieces like that. Bam, bam. This is how you use Adobe Fresco. There's a lot of artists with different styles and techniques. Odaris and I is very similar. We've known each other for a long time, so we have a similar style. We kind of came up drawing in same time period, and fans of very similar things. So our style is similar, or technique. And but there's many other artists here on Behance who have amazing skills. They use Fresco, and their style is a little bit different. So now the head, I need to get rid of that piece of the head right there, the piece of the pencil that's going over the head. Yes. Oh, look at that. Nice. Nice. There it is. So I got one character done. Sketchy. His name is Sketchy. Yes, he has a beard. Let me tell you, make a character that looks like you and call it something else. That's your alter ego. How many alter egos do you have? Or how many can you come up with? I used to have a lot of alter egos. I got like 5 different names that I go by, and they all have a character. Hubby, what do you mean? And so, tell us more about that character. What does the character do? What does it look like? There you go. That's right. Exactly. It's your alter ego. It's a part of who you are. It's a sliver of your character. Something that makes you stand out and say that could be its own character by itself. Mm-hmm. 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 Yes. There you go. Exactly. There it is. That's exactly what you do. Because your ideas, once you start working with your ideas and exploring your creativity with your art, they start coming. They start coming because you kind of get a little addicted to the whole process and like, wow, this guy is here and he wasn't there before. And so now you want to do it again and again and again. I write down notes all the time, and I have a couple little sketchbooks and drawing pads that I have with me. Boom. This is oh yeah, I'm gonna put I got what's his name? Bob Ross. Can you see Bob Ross there? No, nobody can see. It's kind of tough, but he's right there on my book. On my little sketchbook. I got a little sketchbook so I can write down my ideas and I don't forget them. Even if I'm not going to produce a full comic or a character, I still got to write down ideas. I have a little notepad because, man, yes, yes, creating characters is fun, and why should you just have one? If you have 2 nicknames, draw 2 characters for each nickname. CJ says, I'm working on my cut and sew astronaut dolls. What? Still waiting for the fabric print sample of the gymnastic dolls. Whoa! Cut and sew astronaut dolls. I think you showed us some sketches on that. I think I remember you showing us that. It looked like plush dolls. Very cool, CJ. Yes. Join the Discord to hear the conversation, says Oldari. There's the link to join us. And you can have your voice heard here on the stream, just like Tom. So there it is. Come up with your character based on a part of your personality. I'm an artist. I like to draw. I used to fight a lot. It was a warrior thing, and so my characters are some kind of warrior. He does have a beard just like me, bald head just like me. Boom, I like it. Very cool. And check this out. Okay, so that's this guy. Let's go ahead and start a new layer. Let's get with a new color. And this is another character, but he's also, let me turn that one off, a version of myself. I draw digital, right? So there I have to have a digital tablet sketchy. So he's a sketchy. Let me see, is it working? Let me go fix that. This character's a sketchy. Right there. And he's a digital tablet. Instead of a sketchbook head, he is a tablet head. Ooh, that's so cool. What if he had hair like that? That's a that's crazy. Don't do that. But anyway, that was funny. All right, click that. Just draw the line, and then hold it for a second. Double tap the circle so you can see the circle on the outside, the blue circle. Boom, boom. Bam, 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 bam. There it is. Boom. And so now let's go ahead and draw him. I think I just did a drawing of his name is Inktavious. And so I came up with that name, Inktavious, uh, as a play on the word ink or inky. Huh. Another word, inky. And because it's digital, so there's no actual ink. But why not? Kind of like how you call a big person tiny, and a little person big or Big Jim, whatever, something like that, Big Tom. And so there it is. His name is Inktavious. Oh, I'm not. Some of these lines I'm not gonna. Boom. I like this and see. Does that work? That didn't work. Fix that in a minute. Bam. Oh yeah, I needed those. That one. That one. Oh, line. Do that right. And so he's tired because he needs juice. Right? He's like a surface, some kind of tablet. Boom, and then you can see the stand, the tablet kickstand. Had a little bit of bam, and there goes the character. Little by little, we made up a face, kind of a boring, only because he's tired, not because he's a boring character or because digital is better or not better than traditional art, but it's a character. Let's go, boom. And I like drawing digital. Now, a long time ago, I did an event for Microsoft. It was an art contest, and so we created an app. I didn't make the app. Some other people made the app, developers with Microsoft. But I did a drawing for the competition, and they ended up using that drawing for the app. And dang man, I had it on my phone. I didn't. It's no good anymore. And boom, boom. And so, eh, what I wanted to see, yes, that's right. What I wanted to see was if I still had the app on my phone, only because it's this character similar. It was a surface head character. It had the surface for a head, and it was called forgot what the competition was called, man, many years ago. Man, 6 years ago. In any case, so when I was creating Inktavious, it's like, wait a minute, one of my characters has come back to life. Has that ever happened to you where you're drawing something one day and many years later you forget about it and then you're drawing it again? It's like, wait a minute, they're back. That character is back. Well, that's him right there. I think it's funny. All right, so here we go. And what I wanted to do with this character is he wears shorts and tank top, kind of like the NBA player. Doesn't play basketball. Got that the look. Arm there. Fix that line just a thick. Uh, I was noticing how Odari draws. Some of those lines, he just adds enough thickness on it to make that piece, that part of the body or whatever, just stand out. And it's like, man, that's perfect. Odari got skills. Tank top. So like in these parts where the line starts, I just kind of draw over it. Nice. Nice and thick. Yeah. I on these characters they have no neck. Only because I really haven't figured out a way for how the head is gonna connect to the shoulders. Like what do you do there? I don't know what to do there. I can't I need to pay attention to other artists. Like weeks ago I was on Behance Live, Adobe Live with this artist, a Sketch a Day artist. I forget his first name. And so he made a robot live, and it's like, oh man, like it's like he doesn't even think about what he's doing. He's just doing it. And like that's what I need. I need a tricks for coming up with things right at the top of my head, just so I can draw it out. Bam. What's up, Inktavious? So I haven't figured out what to do about the neck, but one day it'll come to me. That's another thing that as time goes on and you develop your characters further and further, the older drawings become outdated. Like, yeah, that's not how I'm drawing that character. And that's how I felt about some of the artwork that I was drawing a few years ago. And when it was time to make some NFTs, Tom would say, just use that drawing. Go grab some old drawings. And it sounds good till you sit there and think about it and you're like, yeah, but that's an old drawing. Yeah, it's a good drawing, but that either character or art style has evolved. I don't want to put it out like that. So sometimes as you develop your characters and time goes on and you start thinking of other things, you your art style develops. Go ahead. I guess I can always add on. Huh. I don't know what. Oh yes, I'm using. I need the taper. I like the tape. So now I can. Bam. Go. They all have to have the Sketchyverse logo, which is a skull. And when I first drew the logo, it had the binder area of the book. It had the spiral in the binding. So that was just what I felt like doing at the time. Now I don't draw it like that. The evolution, right? It's okay for your art to evolve. It's okay if your art looks the same. Some people like it like that. Some of your fans may be more interested in your art if you still draw it the way they like it, which is what brought them to liking your work. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Right. So a lot of my characters, I like having something on their forearms. I don't know what you call it. And they wear gloves. Sometimes they wear gloves, even though you can still see like the fingernails. Um, I don't know. I just like certain things and aspects of of my characters when I make them, and it doesn't have to necessarily have a reason, as long as you like it. Now here I need to make a line guide for the knuckles go. Do that. So now I can go ahead and erase that line. Bam, and now I can finish the hand. So Let's fix that line. Get rid of that line. Now I can boom. That's that back of the hand. Go. Boom. Hands, I'm not good with hands, but I try. I see other artists and the way they make hands, like, man, it's amazing. And so it looks like fingers, so mission accomplished. Now, if you want to get better at hands, draw lots of hands. Well, Dari was drawing that. What happened with that project, Dari? I saw you post some hands. I don't know where you posted that. Looks like he was drawing a lot of hands. I'm going to draw a pencil right here. Straight line. There you go. Look at that. Get that line straight. Bam. Like it. Doesn't have to match exactly the line behind it. Just enough. Use it as a guide. There's no law that says you have to that your final artwork has to match your sketch. Like Tom said, it's an unfinished design, drawing idea of what the final's going to look like. But it doesn't have to be exact. No, that's the pencil. And because I drew that pencil on a layer by itself, I select the transform tool, and then I can move it to where I want. I'm going to keep it off the shoe. That's it. Gotta be the shoe. Done, son. Word up, word up, word up. That's a whole lot of message. All right, just had to check on that. Done. So I got the tip of the pencil. I see artists who do like a perfect pencil. They do the perfect edge of the pencil shaping. I like to just make it weak. Sometimes I like to add details in the pencil itself, like not those lines, but you know what I mean. All right, so now we have to erase parts of the pencil that are inside the hand. And I suggest that when you're creating art, characters, or things, you try different layers and then you draw across the thing that's in the front. In this case, it's the hand. And then go in and erase the parts that you don't want so that you have that perfect line that goes from this end to that end. You see? Because I drew the line straight across, I can erase the parts that I don't want. We still have a nice clean line. It's better than drawing the line there and then drawing the line here and then hoping that that line, when you look back at the drawing, hoping that that line matches up. You don't try to, don't hope, and don't fight the line. Just draw it across. What up, Pinedo? How you doing? Add the chew marks on the pencil. Yes. That's right. Why not? Add some chew marks. Make the pencil rough. Pencils, they go through some rough stages, man. Depending on who's the artist. Yeah, some pencils live a rough life, including biting, breaking, slamming, chipping, and of course, what do you call it? What do you call it? Sharpening. Yeah, got the word. What is that called? Pencil sharpening. Love pencils. Love art materials. That's why I have so much. Because I've been collecting for a long time. I used to go to the art store and just look around and see what they got that's new and just to look, really just to look. And so this guy there, he used to stop me and be like, "Hey, have you seen these new markers? They do this, they do that, and such and such." And at first I was like, I don't understand what you're saying. Like, what? Why does that matter? Draw with the marker, however the marker comes. You got a marker, you want to do a drawing, do the drawing. You got a pencil, you want to do a drawing, do the drawing. But not all pencils and not all markers are the same. But to me, just having a marker or having a pencil was enough. Like, I don't need to figure out how I can improve this drawing by improving the pencil. I just want to improve the drawing with whatever material I have handy. But he kept talking to me about stuff like that every time I stopped by the art store. I said to myself, you know what? I think I need to figure this out. Because this guy is really good at it. Really, really good. And he's an amazing artist who draws with markers. And he's really good. And he's done a couple of art books. Forget his exact name. I have to think about it. Anyways, that's when I started paying attention to my markers, to my pencils, to my paper, how certain paper reacts to certain markers. I like how the pencil, the softer the pencil, the easier it is to do a line on paper and you don't have to strain your hand. That's a big plus. There's a reason why there's B pencils, H pencils, and all of that, because sometimes we want to draw lightly without leaving too much of a mark so that you can draw over it again and again and then never see the pencil and you don't have to fight the pencil to get it off the page. That's where hard pencils come in. But but that also means that you could fall into the trap of pressing too hard. You have to master that light touch because you don't want to press too hard on the paper that it leaves a dent. So even after you color it and add markers or whatever, you still see that original pencil mark because the pencil lead was too hard and you were pressing too hard. Man, it's a whole lot that goes into it. That as time went on, I said I need to understand this because I want my art to really, really be good. And it's not about the tools; it's about how you use those tools. Even if you have a hard pencil, it's like fine, you understand it's a hard pencil, so then you draw a little different versus when we have a soft pencil. And so, anyways, mechanical pencils. That's a whole nother science right there. Which means I need to, oh yes, there's going to be some mechanical pencils. Oh my God. So that's paper, and that's pencils. That's going to be oh, that's an eraser. No, it's a pencil. I want to make it. So while I'm talking about it, let's hop, and this is how you develop the world. Okay. Now you can take a class with Tamika to understand what you should do first, second, and third. With me, I'm just going off the top of my head. It's like, wait a minute, good time to do that. Bam. Yes. Yeah. That's it could be a digital pen, but it could be a mechanical pencil. Click, 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 and then you get the little lead to come out. So that's gonna be a lead. With lead, bam. That. And so Pine Doe says, I always use an H lead on my mechanical pencils. Yep. That's exactly what I think about when I think of mechanical pencils. I think of hard leads. And then when I press hard, it left a mark when I erased after inking. Correct. But a mechanical pencil is also a good training ground to draw lightly because it will break. The thinner the mechanical pencil lead is, the more delicate it is, and then you can't sit there and press too hard because then it's gonna break the tip. It's gonna break the lead. So you have to practice in getting that lightness, getting that smooth lightness. And let me tell you, the lighter and more not controlled, but looser your drawing is, the less pain or cramping you're gonna get in your hand, in your wrist, in your fingers. Yeah, yeah. So there we go. That's what we're saying all of that. Okay, back to the shorts and finishing up this character here, Inktavious. His name is backwards right there because I think I grabbed the image and I just flipped it. But the cool thing is that in his belt buckle, the letter I looks the same no matter which way you look at it. Bam. I'm trying to add some elements here that I may or may not keep them all, but I kind of wanted to play with it. So, you get lost in the little things. Get excited. Yes, this is part. Let's see. That. Boom. Okay, now see if. Let me see. I don't want another line right here. Huh? Kind of getting a little funky here. Funky. Wrong side. Funky. Funky. Bam. There it is. Like a little 3D letter I. Almost. Getting funky. Getting funky. Ooh. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, okay then. Oh, that's fine. What up? What up, cutout? How you doing? Now, the magic of digital is that you don't get those marks on the paper when you're working on something, but you still have to be careful about how hard you press. Don't want to press too hard on the screen and then break your pencil, break your tablet, your iPad. You got to learn that smoothness. Smoothness. All right, so we're almost done for tonight. Basically, I wanted to show you a bit of my process, talk about building this poster Sketchyverse, world building, and it really shows where they live, where these characters live, what kind of lives they live, what they're about, and so you can stay tuned for more. This one might take me more than 1 week to do. I'm kind of working on one finished drawing a week. But right now, I feel like this is going to take me a bit of extra, especially because it has three major characters, one villain in the background, a old head. What do you call them? Elder. Is a wizard, and then a bunch of pencils and markers and tablets. There goes a sketchbook, and then pencils back here, and a stack of books everywhere. Like, it's gonna take some time. So yeah. You may see me working on this drawing a few more times in these streams. What up, J Deep? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Like Odari said, feel free to join us here in the Discord, where if you have a comment, a question, or suggestion, we all can hear you. And you can join the conversation after the stream. After the stream is over, oops, that didn't work. After the stream is over, we will hang out in the Discord, and any comments, questions, or suggestions, you are free to share. Bam! I do like playing around with it. Yeah. My art style is wild. I just do what I want. I do what I want. My style is wild. Stop treating me like a stepchild. There's a rhyme in there. That's not working. It's okay. Roll with it. All right, boom. And I guess I could. Eh, I admire artists who can do shoes like very simply with a few lines. Boom. Next thing you know, it's a shoe. Mine is somewhere in there. Wanted to know something regarding Fresco. Please ask the question. Yes. And Pindo, yes, it's going to take time, but it's going to be dope. That's right. It's going to be dope. Yes, J Deep, ask a question right here in the chat, or you can join us in the Discord and drop a question in one of our channels. We have the Sketch Together channel, or you can let your voice be heard. I'm going to draw the other foot in another layer and kind of really jump into the layers And that's because layers are free. Draw a new layer. Mm-hmm. I need to get me another Rams hat. I like this hat, but I need another one. I need a more modern Ram. I think. Well, this is not that old. But there was a particular Ram available, design available when I was a kid in LA versus this Ram versus the one they're using now, at least the horns. Here we go. Shoes are cool to draw. They are. That is a lot of hard work, man. There we go. Especially when I draw. Maybe they're for someone else. Boom, bam, boom, bam. No, got the. I do like drawing shoes with big tongues. What do you call the tongue? Is it a tongue? It's not called a tongue, is it? I don't like to draw details on the shoelaces. And sometimes I like drawing the circle like this for so they look like Converse, or I do the lines in the front of the foot like a shell toe. I think I'm gonna go with the circle because shell toe, you gotta draw it just right, otherwise it doesn't circle. Damn. All right, let's see the question. Can we change from pixel brush to vector brush if we accidentally did our line work in pixel brush? No, you have to redraw it again. You can just, switch. Here you are in pixel, but then if you want to turn that pixel into vector, you have to grab the vector line and then do it again. Yeah, yeah. You can't even use different brushes in the same layer, and I mean different meaning pixel, live brushes, and vector brushes. Not going to work. So the socks. I don't own these kind of socks, but I'll do want some. I think I want some. What I don't like about them is that when you wash them, they still look dirty. All right, so now I did that foot. Gonna move that foot. Bam. Now there is a technique. I don't know if you want to do this, JD. Gotta add that little dip. Yeah. Let's see. So there's a technique, and maybe we should explore it right now. Maybe we should. If you have an iPad and you're working in the Fresco, then you can work with Illustrator also. And let's say, all right, that's it for this guy. Well, he got one more arm. You got one more arm. Okay, we're almost done with this. And so let's say you did all of this in pixel brush. I'm kind of merging all of these layers together. All together now. To the hop on in. Don't stop. Bam. These are basketball shorts, right? So let's say you've been drawing. Bring some update for a click away and boom change. I sketch with the pencil brush and outline in vector, says Adobe. What you can do, let me just go ahead and get to that example because we know what's happening here. All right, so here's another idea that I've been working on. I just kind of sketched it out. Sometimes you get ideas. Don't forget your idea. Just draw it and sketch it real fast. This is like a real definition of a sketch. It's just a very rough representation of what I plan to do later. But I don't have time right now, so I just had to draw it out real fast. But anyways, it's in pencil, in the pencil brush, a pixel brush. All right, so there we go. Boom, 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 boom. There goes my signature. Go ahead and sign it. As you saw this first. And so when I'm done, And if I did this drawing, it's all in pixel, you kind of messed up, right? You're like, I wanted it in vector. So this is for you, JD, and anybody who's been working in Fresco with pencil and decided that, you know what, this would be better if it was vector. Go ahead and send to Illustrator, okay? You're gonna click on that export button back there, right there on the top right. Then you're gonna click on to send to Illustrator, and you're gonna select iPad. You have to have Illustrator installed on your iPad. You convert layers to objects, yes please, click OK. And then you wait. Illustrator, it's working. And maybe I can sip on some coffee when it happens. Yeah. Okay, so we have the drawing in Illustrator now, right? Okay, this is a pixel drawing, and it's an Illustrator. So let's look at the layers. Come on, there it is. So background image, that's the background. I don't care. Here's the pixel layer image. Okay, I'm trying to teach something here, Illustrator, but they're already telling you. Okay, fine. So once you select that pixel image, this is that button. Bring one click away and boom, change. So you select the pixel image, and once you select it, there's this menu right here. See that menu right there, and you're gonna click on that last one, the one right there. That's what you're gonna click on. Vectorize. Once you click on it, boom, there it goes. Oh snap! It turned all of that into vector, but it's not gonna catch everything. So let's see if we can make some changes. Line art, sketch. Boom! Whoa! That's crazy. Okay. You got the sketch. Output fills and strokes. Cool. Okay. And then all the way at the bottom, yes, it's image trace, but in Illustrator on the iPad. Down here at the bottom, it says expand vectorization. Click on it. Boom, there it goes. Now, look at that. These are paths. And if you didn't like that line where it was, oops, let me go right here. Boom. You can move it around. Oh my God. So there, you can do in Illustrator that what you were talking about, asking if we can do that in Fresco. You can do that in Illustrator. It doesn't work for everything. It worked for this. Let me see if I can try something else. But all of my drawings are in Fresco are vectors. I don't have. Oh, let's see. Let me try this one. There's another drawing I want to do, and I don't have time. Ain't nothing to it. Gangsta Rap Make Me Do It. That's that latest single by Dr. Dre. It's got Ice Cube and MC Ren on there. So I want to do this drawing. Into Illustrator, iPad. Right there it is. Click OK. Got it. There it goes. We're in Illustrator right now. Select the picture, the pixel image. There it is. And there's the menu down here. Click on that. Boom. Sketch. Source is a sketch. Yeah, that's cool. So I want strokes, not fills. See what happens. Yeah, it's not a good. This one is not a good drawing. Yeah, it's fine. Line art. Still not better. Output fills. Let's see. Ah, it's not a great representation. And this is where, you got to get used to figuring out, corners, goes processing threshold. There we go. Oh, snap. Path. I don't know what these things do, but there we go. Let's do more threshold. Wow. And then click expand vectorization. Boom. And if you look on Ice Cube's shirt, it says "Give me that beat." Boom. It's a full-time Jack move. Goes. Yeah, and so now I can select.
It's
So this
called
is
on the computers coming in blurry.
okay. So sorry about that, but thank you for letting me know. There you go. And so there it is. This is a lot of lines and sketches that was turned into vector. So that's one idea that you can work with. You're very welcome, Jay Deep. Thank you everybody for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate you. Clarence said, I like your spaceman and robot alter ego character. Yes,
What
it's
we gonna do today, Dan?
the sketchies.
We're gonna take
I have
over
lots
the
of alter egos.
world, one drawing
I draw
at
myself
a
up, so there's always something. And so stay tuned for more. I also need to finish this guy right there. That's India. Yeah, he's coming along. I just haven't had the time to really sit down and knock out some of these drawings. But I will. Stay tuned for more. Join me every Monday and Wednesday at 7 o'clock. If you want to subscribe to some character art and vector illustration with Fresco or Illustrator, join me on Tuesdays. You can join the subscription here on Behance, and we get to hang out once a week or more, depending on how many times you come and hang out at the Discord. The link to the Discord is in the description of the video. Go ahead and grab your POAP and check out the rest of the links here in the description of the video. We got the Skully Series calendar. We have the Skully Series Art Life All Day and the Sketchyverse NFTs. And of course, Discord, my vector content, and the streaming Takeover series featuring myself, Delta Tango Mike, Tamika the Artist, Odari Art, Gareth Williams, and Golden Rose. Special music by Tom LaRock, that's the voice that you heard tonight, and the video intro by D78. So go ahead and come and hang out. You are very welcome. Just saved you a lot of time. Well, hope to see your artwork, Jaden, JD. Make sure you share some of it here in Discord. Thank you very much for hanging out. Thank you, Odari, Gareth, for the comments in the chat. Pine Doe, Cutout. Very cool, very cool. Pine Doe, I do remember seeing you in the Discord, so that's nice. TJ Woods, I'm very interested in seeing your dolls. You know, I got a granddaughter. She's 2. She likes playing with plushy stuff. Monica Danette, thank you very much for hanging out. I appreciate you. SLP Price. And all of you are awesome. Thank you, Clarence, for joining us here on LinkedIn. And all of you joining us here on the Discord. Tom, Odari, Gareth, CJ, and Bree. Until next time, I'll see you later. I am DTM. Find me anywhere on the internet, Delta Tango Mike. I got a lot of projects going on, so just follow me on Instagram or Twitter, and you get to see what's happening. All right, until next time, DTM. Peace out.